Drei einfache Strategien für ein bewusstes Weihnachten mit den Enkeln.
So most meaningful things in life, they don't happen by accident, right? We don't build a business, finish a book, or run a marathon without first deciding on purpose that it matters. Our next guest says relationships are no different, especially when it comes to grandkids. KSL contributor Dr. Matt Townsend has 3 ways to pursue an intentional Christmas with your grandkids this year. Great to see you.
Good to be here, Brooke.
I want to acknowledge this up front because I do think this might surprise people. You believe that the path to be a really good, influential, meaningful grandparent, that path is actually really simple.
So simple. We just don't usually notice it because we're too busy getting presents. Or we're too busy getting dinner ready, or we're too busy being the adult talking to our adult children. But we sometimes overlook the easy path to the child, which, remember, kids are pretty simple.
Yeah.
So we just got to kind of dumb it down a little bit and get real simple with them, real basic.
So this goal then, Matt, to be an intentional grandparent, does the target shift at Christmas at all?
Yeah, well, it's just the ultimate opportunity. This is the playland of the children. So there's a million opportunities now for a grandparent, even if you could just get down on your hands and knees still, just get down and play with them. This is their time. This is where there's a lot of dreams. There's a lot of nostalgia that could be built. There's a lot of memories that will be built. So what we do today will impact their Christmases in the future.
I think it's on point that you reference even just the physical position, because the days that I'm having, if it's a rough mothering day for me, if I can get on the ground, it all changes.
It changes everything.
I feel like I'm right there, and I'm doing a better job than I was 5 minutes ago when I was hovering over them.
And you can wrestle with them, and then it's whatever happens next.
Whatever happens next. You say we should decide right now, as in days before the actual gathering, what we want that Christmas gathering to look like.
Really powerful. What you could do is just start to ask yourself, what do I want? How do I want to influence my grandkids? How do I want them to remember me? What do I want to be known for? Do I want to be the grandpa that just sits in the chair and everyone has to come, pay homage to the great grand poobah? Or do I want to be a different kind of grandparent? And as soon as you can identify that, you can just start thinking now, what do I want that to look like maybe in the end? But then what can I do this Christmas to start to implement that lasting change?
I love that.
Life.
In addition to kind of that premeditation, right? That forecasting or foreshadowing of what we want it to look like and feel like, you have 3 ways we can be a more intentional Nana or Papa, starting with, and you'll explain this, but giving the best present.
The best present anyone can ever give is presence, right? If you are present, it starts to make a difference. And I've talked about this a lot, so I'm sure we've even brought it up here before. There's this thing called micromoments, right? You don't create connection with somebody by some grand gesture. You create connection about 7 to 8 seconds at a time. So all you need is 7 to 8 seconds throughout the time with each of those grandchildren to create some meaningful moments.
Okay, so if I'm a grandma, I'm a Nana, and I've got little kids, little grandkids.
Little kids walk in.
How might I create those micro moments?
The minute you see those grandkids, you go big and amazing. It's so exciting. You're here, you get down, and you create an 8-second moment with each one of them, eye to eye. Now the key is you got to be in sync. You got to be way positive and way charitable, way caring. And if you create that 8 seconds with them, they'll feel it, you'll feel it, you'll know you have it when you see the glimmer in the eye, and then that effectively has created a moment. Now, if we could have 7 or 8 more of those before we leave, we've created a really powerful connection.
In 7 seconds.
In 7 seconds. They're called micro moments, and over time they build up to really, really powerful relationships.
What about the bigger kids? Teenagers are tougher.
Teenagers are a little tougher, but you might go tease them. You might pull their sweatshirt over their head. You might ask them about their girlfriend. You might tell me about your friends. Hey, I heard you went hiking. Where'd you go? Just get into them. And literally, though, the key is just 8 seconds, being excited about them. Again, they're going to want to move away, and we've got some other principles for when they move away from us. But there's power. There's power if we just make that little moment. All it is a moment. It could be flipping peas at them at the dinner table. It could be anything, and it's literally a shared moment that only you two may have caught.
I'm seeing the kind of grandpa you are, and I like it.
I'm a troublemaker.
Hoodies over the head, peas at the table. You warn us not to get too fussy or hold too tight to our Christmas plans.
We know how children should be, and the problem is they aren't those children. And so what we need to do is learn to meet them where they are. Meet them where they are. If they love gaming, you need to be in the game room. If they love, skiing, then you need to be talking skiing, working on their skiing, getting into their skiing. You need to be where they are. I call it circling too. There's a really weird phenomenon with kids. I've noticed that when they're kind of open to being influenced, they'll start circling you.
Physically?
They'll like be in the kitchen, they'll be around. When they don't want to be influenced, they are away from you.
Okay.
And so when they are away from you, you need to go find them. And if they're playing a video game, and even if in the back of your mind you're like, I don't believe in video games, that doesn't matter. Your beliefs don't matter here. Right now what matters is that you're willing to meet them where they are. So if they're playing a video game, you go watch them play. And say, is it okay if I watch you? Can you teach me a little bit about what you're doing here?
20 quick seconds. I like this last one. You're encouraging grandparents to seize Christmas as a really rich storytelling opportunity.
This is the time to tell stories. Kids love stories.
They do.
So you can make up stories with them about funny Santa stories. You can tell them when you met Santa. I've met Santa. I saw reindeer hoof prints on my roof. I tell my grandkids about it, and they gather around. You can also talk about the strengths of ancestors that have gone before and how they're carrying some of those strengths. You can say, when you did that, that reminded me of Grandpa Joe or whatever. Share the stories because it'll engage them. They love a good story anyway. And most importantly, you create a connection between those that have gone before and those that will come after.
I love it. Thanks, Matt, for helping us make these moments powerful and meaningful. Before we say goodbye, I've got an insider tip on a really great Christmas gift for your adult kids, your in-laws. It's tickets to Matt's Valentine's date night.
It's the best. Valentine's evening, 7 o'clock. We gather together, a bunch of us, and we learn how to have better relationships. We laugh, we have fun. It's so much fun. But if you know your kids might need a little pick-me-up, they might need a little more tools, some skills to strengthen their relationships, go to matttownsend.com and get the tickets for our date night. Tons of fun, and you might even get kissed.
Listen, there could be smooches at the end, but Matt is a pro at this. You kind of disarm the energy in a way that puts everyone open. You laugh. It'll be one of your highlights of your year. So go to his website for more information. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Dies ist eine Website, die dir hilft, dein englisches Lesen und Hören zu verbessern. Sie zerlegt Sätze per KI in leicht verständliche Wortgruppen. Mit dem Player kannst du Tempo, Pause und Rücksprung frei steuern, um jede Zeile zu verstehen. Die Seite bietet Übersetzungen in 20 Sprachen für barrierefreies Lernen. Gib einfach englist.com in deinen Browser ein und probiere es aus.